Welcome back.
Welcome back.
All right, so in the previous episode, we're talking about is the church becoming more content driven or are we still spiritual? And we have said something. So if you have not watched this, please go back and see the last episode.
Just scroll on our timeline and you'll see it.
So that you can relate with it. So
yes.
You were trying to say something about, so the last discussion we ended with the fact that there are some pastors that they take pictures with celebrities for likes, for this thing, and we're trying to justify some things. So
I was saying that if you are taking pictures with celebrities, is it that you want their endorsements for your ministry or whatever? When Jesus was going to start his ministry, he got an endorsement, but the endorsement was from his Father, from God. This is my beloved Son, in whom I'm well pleased. Also on the Mount of Transfiguration, this is my beloved Son, listen to him. And that was enough for Jesus' ministry to be effective. So why do you need all the the reigning celebs in town you frolic around them? You want to take pictures with them? And to me, it's a sign of insecurity. Yeah, that's how I see it. It's a sign of insecurity. If anybody should endorse your ministry, it should be God. It should be fellow men of God that would say, oh, I'm waiting for that time when men of God will be endorsed. Some are doing it, will endorse each other. Have you listened? I'm not talking of people endorsing older men of God. Men of God in the same age group. Saying, oh, like a... give me names, like maybe Femi Lazarus now, saying, oh, I listened to this sermon by Apostle Irene, or Irene saying, oh, I listened to this sermon by some of these young pastors out there, and saying, oh, it blessed me so much, go and listen to it. Those are the kind of endorsements we want to be seen in the body of Christ. Not that people from the world, secular musicians endorsing you have to take pictures with them before you can feel like you're doing something special, or you want to feel that you're popular. It's a sign of insecurity. Focus on the ministry that God has given you. Fulfill that ministry. These people, they are the ones that will come running to you for prayers, for ministrations, for their life to be transformed. So I'm not saying that we should say, oh, they can't take pictures with us. No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that we should influence them. We should be enough. Christ should be enough for us. And we should be enough in the calling that we have, that we don't need their validation or their endorsement. So a pastor taking pictures with celebrity all the time is a sign of insecurity. You don't need them. You don't need them for your ministry. Focus on the ministry that God has given you. Make a full proof of that ministry. They are the ones that will be talking about you. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So now let's talk about the likes.
Okay.
Right? Because most of us are doing these things because of... Okay, no, don't that's even the wrong way to put it. Some people are more focused on, okay, so how far are we doing? How many likes do we have? How many people are following me? One pastor starts something and is doing well in it, and then another person starts his own, because it feels like, okay, this person is... There's even one thing I usually say, that if God did not give you that thing to do, and you are copying because somebody is doing well in it, you will not, it's not be long, you're going to crash.
That's right.
Because you were not sent to do that.
Yes.
So wait to be sent to do this thing. This is message for, I don't know who needs this message, but this is a message for somebody else. Right? So now talking about the likes, right? So I feel like sometimes this likes kind of gives, not even only church now, it kind of gives self-worth. So maybe you have 1,000 views, you have 1,001 likes, right? So you feel like, oh wow, then you go back and see, hey, what did I even say in this thing? What did I say? But the day that you don't have those likes, it could be a message, it could be a message it could be pastor's message that was out there, and you don't have those likes. Or for example, a pastor A now, has so many likes, is maybe something, a part of his message was put out there, and then everybody is liking it and is spreading, and you also, you just said, okay, let's be sharing message too. And then it's not trending, it's not this thing. Somehow, don't you think that this likes and this sharing and all of these things is kind of affecting some people's self-worth? Right? So, and I'm talking generally right now, because I always say that you're first of all a man before a man of God.
That's right.
So
to be honest, everybody wants likes. Everybody wants whatever it is that they put on social media to be well accepted, to be well received. And I don't see anything bad in it. Get your likes in a legitimate way if you can. Get the acceptance, get the views, get the numbers. The numbers matter. That's the world we live in right now, unfortunately. And the more interaction you have on a post, the more the algorithm pushes it to more people, recommends it to more people. So that's why people say, please interact with this post. So people will think, oh, because she interacted with this post, let me send it to her. That she might also like it. So it's okay. So let's appeal to people, all those silent followers. If you see a post that is edifying, post from Christian content creators, please engage with it, interact with it. People will leave edifying posts. They can't be liking posts of all these other celebs that already have millions of likes and views. So me, sometimes I like to just support the underdogs. You see me liking posts of people that have no like or one like. And I just like, let me just encourage this person. But when I know that somebody is likely to have a lot of likes, I don't bother. I just scroll down. Well, they will have their likes anyway. So yes, it's okay to have likes. It's good. It will push your message forward. So get it good, but don't get it in an illegal way, or in a some people would start their posts with controversial captions or whatever, just to get like or to just do it in a creative way. It doesn't like, I like what this pastor does, Pastor Kingsley Okonkwo. It can start with his ministry is on marriage and building stronger families and relationships. So you can just post like a trending thing on social media. Then by the time you scroll to the next picture, you will see his message there. Maybe he has a ministration coming up or something that he wants you to engage with. But he's using that one as a clickbait. That okay, click it first. So it's people will engage in it. So it's okay. That's fine. That's just strategy. I don't see anything bad in that. I can also do it if I have a good strategy to open up my posts or something. There's nothing bad in it. As long as it's not something illicit, vulgar, or something that is sinful. Yeah, why not? Use it. It's good.
Awesome. So as we wrap up, let's just share. Let's just say our closing thoughts on this content thing as regards church. Okay. So just a closing remark, and I would also say something.
Before I say my closing remark, I saw, these content creators that do a day in my life. I don't know how they do it. Kudos to them. It's stressful. I don't even want to imagine how they do it. Taking phones everywhere you are going, and people just record. Even I do some content sometimes when I'm taking a walk in the morning. And people are looking at me like,
what you're doing is
yes. and I'm so shy, like, but these people everywhere they go, they used to say content creators no get shame.
I tell you.
They go there with their phones, there with their whatever. So, but I saw a pastor's wife, a general overseer's wife, Mommy Gio, our generation. She started doing a day in my life as a pastor's wife. And the first thing that came to my mind is, you don't need it. That's the first thing that came into my mind. You have no business whatsoever doing a day in my life.
That's what we are saying about the fact that
you have no business doing it.
We are focusing on things that we're not supposed to focus
on. Do you understand? Your social media is your pulpit. My husband has over 30,000 followers on his Facebook. And I tell him sometimes in a week, I say, this week, what word have you fed your church members, your congregation?
That's what I tell him. Everybody has to stand on the altar to be a pastor.
It is your pulpit. Everything we have is an opportunity to project Christ. So you now pick your social media, you're doing a day in my life, your PA is carrying your bag around, you're going to the gym, you'll kiss your husband, he's going to the office, you go to the office, you have some Zoom meetings, you have some... it's not necessary. We don't need to see the day in your life. You are a mother in Israel, for crying out loud. We are distracted. I just want to beg my generation, let's go back to the basics. Let's focus on what Christ has done for us and project that.
You have a platform. Use that platform well. Not for content and for likes and for this thing. What's the motive behind what you're doing?
Exactly.
And for the church, let the church rub off on the world, not the world rub off on the church. Hallelujah. I believe we have done justice to this.
Yes.
All right. So
thank you so much for joining us.